This video is an extremely important and quick one regarding sniper rifles inside Warzone 2.0. We've actually got a new piece of information basically saying that incendiary rounds give you a one-shot headshot kill when it comes to sniper rifles inside Warzone 2. Now, obviously there's certain cons with incendiary rounds, which you'll see on screen at the moment, conning your bullet velocity, damage range, and things like that. But for the potential of a one-shot kill to the head, I do think it's a good trade-off. Now, the way this works is that you need to equip the incendiary ammo type, and then once you do that, you need to be within the first damage range of the sniper rifle of your choice. So whatever sniper you're using, you need to be within that first damage range, and it's your best interest to extend that as far as possible to make sure you get that one-shot headshot. But if you are using a sniper that does a high amount of damage to the head and it only requires 1 or 2 ticks of extra damage to get them to get downed essentially, then that is how this incendiary ammo works, and it does work pretty well, to be honest. I have went in matches and tried to test this, but because I'm not able to do a whole private match and test it properly, it's kind of difficult to do that when players are moving, shooting you back, all that kind of thing. So now what I've been seeing is that the MCPR and the Victus are both able to do this out to infinity range. Now, I'm not too sure how accurate that is, and to be honest, it's going to be extremely difficult to test that. But what I do know is that both of these snipers have the best damage ranges within that first damage drop off, especially if you use the builds that we're about to show you now. So when it comes to the builds, we are using the Brune Q900 grip. That's mainly for the aim down sight bonuses. So that's all we're really using that for. Then we are using the OLE laser, or the 7mW laser in this case, which is going to help with aim down sight speed as well. We do need to use the incendiary rounds, but it does con your bullet velocity and damage range, so just keep that in mind. And then that's why we are using a barrel as well as a suppressor combined together to give us more bullet velocity and more damage range. So we're using the Max Super. Now, if you do use the Mammoth, which does give you a little bit better bullet velocity, or the Executor, which does the same again, you cannot use a suppressor. And the suppressor and barrel combination gives you way better bullet velocity, so you do want to use both of these together instead. And not only that, it keeps you suppressed as well, which is obviously handy. So you do want to use the Brune counter ops. When it comes to attachment tuning, you do want to make sure you go fully towards bullet velocity, aim down sight time, and also damage range. Next up, we're using the MCPR 300. Now, we are using the Merc stock for this, which is going to give you a better aim down sight speed than any of the rear grips. So that is definitely a good bonus there. You can check the sim.gg website for all this information, by the way. Also, the OLE laser, again, is going to give you a better aim down sight speed. The OMX barrel is going to give you the better bullet velocity, and again, once you've got the tuning unlocked, you can then tune it for further bullet velocity bonuses, further damage range bonuses. And then also we're using the nil sound suppressor. In this case, is the best suppressor for the MCPR, and again, tune that towards bullet velocity, aim down sight speed. And then lastly, we are using the incendiary rounds. Now, like I said, this also does work on the other sniper rifles as well, or marksman rifles such as the SAB, the LAB, the SPR, the SPX, and it's not quite as viable with those ones unless you're playing on the Ashika Island map, because the damage range for those, even once you max them out with full attachments, is about 50 meters, so it's not great overall, but you can definitely use it and get that one-shot headshot kill. Now, this might potentially get nerfed, so make sure you use it soon. Hopefully they do add in one-shot headshots in general into the game at some point, but we'll just need to wait and see. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.